collections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, welcoming you back to another Kitchen Counter Thrift Haul. Now, this is a small one, and some of these things you've already seen, but almost all of it is listed in the Old Curiosity Shop. Right now, that's my eBay store, and you can find the link in the description box below. But before we begin, today's cup of coffee is brought to you by
A cup of coffee, a sandwich, and you. A cozy corner, a table for two.
Yes, today's cup of coffee is brought to you by the Central Glass Company. I showed you this yesterday, just a quick peek at this really beautiful black glass, which isn't really black when you hold it up to the light. You will see purple, but it is different from amethyst, because amethyst is definitely going to look purple where this has a black color to it. It's that wonderful Art Deco glass. This set dates to around the 1930s, and I purchased a huge set from the Philly Aids thrift shop about 3 years ago, and I love it. Thank you, Evelyn, for the ginger snaps. These are delicious. I want to thank Evelyn for sending me a tin of those. They're crispy. They've got lots of ginger flavor. Oh my goodness, this is so good. And all you coffee purists out there just screamed, By the way, am I the only one who does this? You know, we all have this Christmas candy mix, and I sometimes keep it in the freezer so that they won't get stuck together. But to give my coffee a good Christmassy flavor, I like to drop a couple of pieces down in there and make a big mess. Hear it crackle? Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. Give it a little stir. That's the candy breaking, not the glass. Okay, but don't pour boiling water into depression glass. You'll wind up with a big mess. Trust me, I've done it. All right, let's see what's for sale. I'm going to go all the way to the back first as an honorable mention. You saw these yesterday, but there they are, a little more close-up view. The Red Wing vase, the Dugan stretch glass iridescent candlestick, and the Franciscan salt and pepper shaker. So we're talking 1950s, 1930s, 40s, and very early 20s or late teens. Here's a beautiful plate in a clover pattern. Lucky Clover. It's all hand painted. This is Royal Vienna. I'll let you have a close-up of it. It's really beautifully done. It's not a decal, and usually with the naked eye you can tell. If you look very closely, with decals you're going to see little tiny dots in many cases where the transfer was placed on the plate, and you won't see brush strokes the way we do here. So beautiful hand-painted plate with gilding around the edge. Very hard to see the mark on the back, but it is Royal Vienna. And the pattern is called Lucky Clover, so if you like that, you can find other pieces. I don't know how extensive the set is, but I know there's probably a coffee cup and dessert plates. Maybe teacups and saucers. I did decide to go ahead and sell the Peach Luster Anchor Hocking bowl and underplate because I do have Peach Luster mugs, but I don't necessarily collect these serving pieces. So that's a good replacement for someone. It's nice to find the bowl and the underplate together, and these are never marked Anchor Hocking, but that's what they are. Sticking with hocking, here's the pineapple vase because of its shape. You've seen these many times. I don't usually find them in this clear pink, but there it is. You can find these in, several different colors: ruby red, forest green, all the typical anchor hocking depression colors. It's a nice vase. That one is clean without a bunch of cloudy water deposits in the calcium deposits in the bottom of it. Then over here, made in Japan, probably in the late 50s to the early 60s, is a pottery teapot with a metal handle. It is nice and clean. It does say Japan on the bottom, and I, again, am guessing it dates to the 50s or the 60s. There is a little chip on the spout right on the underside of it. We can see, I think if we focus, you can see it right there. 2 flowers on that side and 3 on this side. I don't know what those flowers are. I'll leave that up to you. I always seem to get it wrong. Nice and decorative. And here are 2 small blown, now these are amethyst or purple colored vases. We can see here, when we put it next to this black glass, we can certainly see the difference. And these are blown. There's a somewhat polished pontil on the bottom. Partially polished anyway, I guess. With a clear applied decoration around the outside. And 2 of these, 2 matching. I'm unsure of the maker, but they're pretty. And I guess if you had fat candles, you could use them as little candle holders, couldn't you? Or little bud vases, I suppose. And a subscriber did tell me who they thought made this set back here, and I forgot to write it down, so I just listed it as unknown maker. I don't remember. None of this is marked on the bottom, but it doesn't get any more 70s than that. Does it? So 1970s. And it's pretty good quality stuff too. It's well made. Nice. I guess it looks like porcelain, doesn't it? Nice shiny white and glazed and everything. There's no damage on it. It's super clean. No chips, cracks, or anything like that. So if you're a 70s fan, go for it. Now that's a little more to my taste right there. Nippon. Cream and sugar, and I really like how attractive the colors are. I really love this black base here with the, it really makes all of the other colors stand out so nicely. I'll let you see. Hand-painted Nippon on the bottom, and of course it's not going to focus for me. And so these are going to date sometime before 1921. So these are going to date sometime just before 1921, when Nippon wasn't being used anymore. And then let's see, finally over here is a Mickey Mouse, a little porcelain figure, and he is in really good shape and surprisingly pretty good quality. I'll pull him forward and let you see. And I do want to focus here so you will see there is a little bit of crazing, if anyone is interested in him, on his hand, and it's not really wanting to do it right now. So the best thing to do is, if you're interested, to take a look at the photographs on the eBay site. They're much clearer than what I'm able to film right here. But there he is, Mickey. Other than a few small glaze cracks, crazing rather, there's no damage, no chips, cracks, or repairs. Turn them upside down and you'll see it's marked twice. We see Walt Disney Productions stamped on the right-hand side, and then a sticker on the left also saying Walt Disney Productions Japan. So this is probably something that's going to date to the 1970s, made in Japan. But again, as I said, I'm surprised at its quality. I think it's pretty good. Okay, that's that. Let me stand back up. I'm going to drink this coffee and get busy with some other things. But don't tune out just yet, because this video isn't over. Well, now the reason I told you not to go away is because I want to tell you about a video that's coming out later today. Yes, 2 videos in one day. This, right now, is about 11 a.m. in the morning on Tuesday, December 22nd. And that's when you're watching this, or that's when I filmed the thrift haul. But later today, this evening, East Coast time, I'm going to be bringing you another wonderful video of old Christmas cards. Now, sitting here next to the phonograph on these old suitcases, I've got more. This is more in my collection. Oh, let's see, 20, 40, there must be probably about another 100 cards here. I have them all stacked up. Just a sneak peek. A lot of you really enjoyed looking at these old cards, most of which are going to date from the 1920s into the 40s. And I'm going to set them to music and go through them and let you see some more of them a little bit later today, so I hope you'll tune back in. I'm going to do a home tour sometime this week and show you some of my decorations, but there's a sneak peek at one of my favorites right there. And then the manger scene up there on the bookcase. And, well, I still have the Christmas tree to show you, and the train set, which is all decorated and flying around the tracks. So I'm going to be pumping out as many videos as I can, because I know that most of us aren't really doing anything this Christmas season. We're kind of just hanging out in our cabins, right? So I'd like to bring you as much entertainment as possible, and I really appreciate you watching and hope you enjoy these videos. Okay, don't forget to tune back in later tonight for more of the old Christmas cards in front of the fireplace. Until then, I'm Scott, saying thanks for watching, and so long for now.